Biden says he'll run for a second term and believes he can beat Donald Trump again. He'll be 80 next month. Look, I played you this last week, but it needs to be played again. This poor man does deserve a platform, but it's a platform into a nursing home. Have a look at this.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
Peggy, the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping. What the hell, Peggy?
Well, it's not necessarily the age, a number. It's his mental capacity, which certainly is diminished. And America sees it. The world sees it. It's scary. It's dangerous. I mean, the greatest hits keep coming from this man day after day after day. You know, starting a speech by saying, I'll start with 2 words, made in America. He was eating a big ice cream cone this week, and he said, our economy in America is strong as hell. He's sniffing young girls' hair at events that he goes to. I mean, this man should not be around the public, and he shouldn't certainly be in front of a microphone.
Absolutely.
It's scary and dangerous. American weakness is on full display with this man.
You're the leader of the free world. He's the leader of the free world. What about Tulsi Gabbard? She was a Democratic presidential candidate. She's left the Democratic Party, denouncing the organisation as an elitist cabal. She said, I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that is now under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness who divide us by racialising every issue and stoke anti-white racism. Peggy, I think you've had lunch with her, have you?
Well, I was at a dinner with her recently, and she is strong, confident, and fabulous. And she's managed to do something that we don't see very often, which is have agreement that what she did, the left and the right agree that they're both glad she did what she did. The left has seen her as a thorn in their side for far too long, and they're happy to have her out. And the right has seen her as somebody who finally came to her senses and is a person of common sense. You know, I think she would probably subscribe to what Ronald Reagan said, which is, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. And if you'll recall, we had lunch in LA, I think about 2019, and you said, who are the Dems going to put up to run? And I said, well, if they were smart, they would put up somebody like Tulsi Gabbard. And I said, but they're not smart, so they won't do that. They'll probably kick her out. And that has proven to be true all these years later.
She's criticised President Biden for, quote, pouring fuel on the flames of division in the country. Peggy, has her criticism gained any coverage from the predominantly left-wing media?
Well, nobody's talking about it except for to criticize her. And if they were smart, rather than criticizing her, they would listen to the criticisms that she has had of her party and do some self-reflection. But they're certainly not going to do that. Anybody who disagrees is going to be thrown out, silenced, canceled. And Tulsi Gabbard is better off without the Democratic Party. And they certainly are not in a better place now that she's left.